Now we have started thermal expansion. Thermal expansion. Thermal means heat, and expansion. An object or something is expand. That means expansion is due to heat. Thermal means heat. Thermal expansion. Expansion which is occurring is due to thermal. That means due to heat. When a body is heated, its temperature rises. Its temperature rises and total kinetic energy of its molecule increases. Total kinetic energy of its molecules increases. As the temperature of the body increases, vibrations of molecules become fast, and due to this, rate of collision between neighboring molecules increases. As the collision between neighboring molecules increases, it develops a thermal stress in the body, and due to this intermolecular separation increases, which results in thermal expansion of a body. We can note its sequence. That means temperature of body increases. Temperature of body increases. Temperature of body increases. Due to this, what happening? Thermal vibration increases. Thermal vibration. Thermal vibration energy. Thermal vibration energy of molecules increases. Second step. Now third one is rate of collision between neighboring molecules increases. If temperature of a body increases, due to this thermal vibration energy of molecules increases. They have high energy, and due to this collision increases. Rate of collision. Rate of collision between neighboring molecules increases. Now fourth step is, after this, interatomic separation increases. Rate of collision between neighboring molecules increases. If their collision is increases, then due to this interatomic separation increases. Interatomic separation increases. And due to this, thermal expansion take place. This is the last step. Thermal expansion take place. Thermal expansion. These are the steps. In thermal expansion, first of all, if temperature of body increases, if temperature goes to increases, due to this thermal vibration energy of molecule increases. Molecules having more energy, and due to this more energy, rate of collision increases. That means a collision between two neighboring molecules increases, and due to this collision, interatomic separation increases. That means the molecules going far from each other, and due to this, thermal expansion take place. Thermal expansion of a substance can be divided or can be classified into three categories. Thermal expansion of a substance. Can be classified into three broad categories. In this, first one is linear expansion. Second one is superficial expansion. And last one is cubical or volume expansion. Superficial expansion, or we can see as aerial expansion. These are the main categories: linear expansion, areal expansion, and cubical or volume expansion. Now discuss all these. First one is linear expansion. What is this? Linear expansion. When the rod is heated, its increase in length. Linear expansion means if an object or a body having a change or increased its length. If length is increases, then we use the term linear expansion. Length is increases due to temperature or heat, then we use the term linear expansion. Now, but this term linear expansion says that when the rod is heated, its increase in length. Here, increase in length is delta L. Let us suppose initially it having length L naught. L naught is its original length. And due to heat, its length changed L. And the change occurring is delta L. Delta L is change in length. Delta L is increase in length due to temperature change. Due to change in temperature. This linear expansion, this term is that when the rod is heated, its increase in length, that means delta L, increase in length, delta L is directly proportional to its original length. Its original length is L naught, directly proportional to its original length, and also directly proportional to change in temperature. Change in temperature is delta T, and change in temperature is delta T, where delta T is in degrees Celsius or Kelvin, doesn't matter, because delta T is the change in temperature. Change in temperature either in Celsius or Kelvin, this is the same. Delta T is in degree Celsius or okay. Now we can write this as okay. Suppose this is a body having length delta L. L naught. This is the original length, and this condition is before heating. Before heating, a body having length L naught before heating. Now, if we heat this body, then its length goes to increase, and it becomes whole length is equals to L, which is equals to L naught plus delta L. Here delta L is change in length due to temperature change. This condition occurs after heating. Now this linear expansion term said that when the rod is heated, it increase in length delta L. That means delta L is directly proportional to original length and change in temperature delta T. That means delta L is directly proportional to delta T, change in temperature. This is the step 1 and this is the step 2. This is said by linear expansion. Now, if we combine these two equations, after combining, we get delta L is equals to, delta L is directly proportional to L naught and delta T, or we can write this delta L is equals to alpha L naught delta T. Here alpha is coefficient of linear expansion. This is the proportionality constant, or we can say that this alpha is equals to, delta L divided by L naught into delta T. Alpha is here coefficient of linear expansion, where alpha is coefficient of linear expansion. We can rewrite this equation. From equation first we can write the changes. From equation first, delta L, we can write this term delta L as L is equals to, this delta L is L minus L naught, which is equals to alpha L naught delta T. Or we can write this, L is equals to L naught plus alpha L naught delta T. Or we can write L naught into 1 plus alpha delta T, which is equals to the length after heating, where L is the length after heating the rod. This is all about linear expansion. In same manner, we can easily understand the term superficial or aerial expansion. Superficial or aerial expansion. Now, when a solid is heated and its area increases, then the thermal expansion is called superficial or aerial expansion. We increase heat. When a solid is heated, and its area increases, then the thermal expansion is called superficial or aerial expansion. Why we use the term aerial? Because in this case area increases. Now, in the same manner as we write in linear expansion, here A naught is the original area, and if we hit it, then its change in area is delta A. Its change in area is delta A. Now, this delta A is change in area. Delta A is directly proportional to the original area, and also this delta A is directly proportional to the change in temperature. And if we combine these two terms, these two equations, then we get delta A is directly proportional to A naught into delta T, or delta A is equals to, proportionality constant is here, beta A naught delta T. That means beta is equals to delta A divided by A naught into delta T. Now, here A naught is original area. That means before heating. And delta A is change in area. Delta T is change in temperature, and beta is equals to coefficient of, delta B is coefficient of aerial expansion. We want to write unit of beta. Unit of beta is area having unit. In numerator area term, and in denominator also area term, then these two terms are cancelled out, and we get the unit of beta is degree Celsius inverse or Kelvin inverse. This is all about superficial or aerial expansion. And last one is volume or cubical expansion. In this case, volume is expanded when a solid is heated. And its volume increases. Then the expansion is called volume expansion. Volume expansion or cubical expansion. Now we consider a solid or liquid having original volume V naught. Original volume is V naught. And if we heat, then the term delta V. Delta V is change in volume. We can write same as we write in aerial expansion. Delta V, which is change in volume, is directly proportional to the original volume, and also this delta V is directly proportional to the change in temperature. Now we can easily write, after combining these two equations, delta V is directly proportional to V naught delta T. That means delta V is equals to gamma V naught delta T. Here gamma is proportionality constant, or we can write this as is equals to delta V divided by V naught delta T. Here gamma is coefficient of volume expansion. Coefficient of volume expansion. Now if we want to write the unit of gamma, then unit of gamma is degree Celsius inverse or Kelvin inverse. Or we can write this equation first. Rewrite this equation. Delta V is the change in volume. That means the original volume is V naught, and after heating its volume becomes V. That means V minus V naught is equals to delta V, and this delta V is equals to gamma V naught delta T. That means V is equals to V naught plus gamma V naught delta T. That means V is equals to V naught into 1 plus gamma delta T. This is the volume after heating. This is all about thermal expansion, linear expansion, superficial or volumetric expansion. And if we want to write relation between alpha, beta and gamma, then relation between alpha, beta and gamma, which is equals to alpha to beta to gamma is equals to 1:2:3. That is, alpha divided by 1 is equals to beta divided by 2 is equals to gamma divided by 3. This is very, very, very important.